Hare Krishna from ISKCON Zurich, Mila here. Today we have an interview with a wonderful devotee. She and her husband run self-sufficiency farming in Serbia. But before I reveal anything further, let us ask her directly how and why she came to that idea. Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
So would you please like to introduce yourself first?
Yes, my name is Nayana Manjari. I am coming from French part of Switzerland, and I became a devotee like 30 years ago somehow, and then I landed in this temple.
Thank you. And can you tell us how you got in touch with Krishna consciousness?
Yeah, so I had few events in my life. Like the first one was when I was 12, like 13 years old. When I came out of the school, I find the Bhagavad Gita in the old newspaper, like in the recycling pile. So I took the book at home, and I didn't understand anything, but I was fascinated by the picture of Krishna, the drawing. Yeah, it was a deja vu.
Wow.
Yeah.
From last life.
Yeah, probably. Yes. And then I had a few meetings with devotees, but the most important one, I was hitchhiking. Guy stopped on the street, and I was a little bit scared. So I was thinking, okay, I will speak all the time, no? So I start to speak different questions, different things, and then he's coming from Geneva, and I say, oh, Geneva. I don't know Geneva. Actually, I know better New Delhi than Geneva, because I was coming back from India.
Wow.
And then he look at me and he say, you must be Hindu in the last life. And I turned and I knew, he knew more things. And then I started to ask question, and then he had answer for all my questions. And then, anyway, it's a long story, but finally I invited him to my home, and he started to teach me many things from Krishna consciousness.
So he was a devotee?
Yeah, he was a devotee. He was a Pujari devotee.
Wow.
Yeah,
so nice.
from Caribbean. And then he taught me how to offer the food, and he stayed like 3 days in my living room, and very special person. And he was more than 50 plus years, but he looked like 30 years, and now I was like, this person has the truth, no?
Wow.
So he was my first guru, kind of.
Wow. So you and your husband run self-sufficiency farming. Can you please tell us something, how you came to that idea, what ignited the desire of yours? Were you always into nature, or?
Yeah, actually my whole family is like from the land. Mm-hmm. My father was a son of a farmer, my grandmother was a florist. So I was living in the countryside as a child, mm-hmm. and I like it very much. I am used to village life. And then later also in Krishna consciousness we had a project in France, and I was cultivating flowers, because my profession is originally is horticulturist and florist. I did both diplomas, and then I was also living completely in the nature. And when I came to Zurich, I was missing the countryside. So I always wanted. I was like, yeah, fine in Zurich, but I would like to go back to countryside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when was that moment when you and your husband decided, like, now or never, let's do it?
Yeah, actually, we didn't want to go so quickly to Serbia. We wanted first to collect some funds and then to shift. So we were going regularly to Serbia and then fixing slowly the house, the furnitures and everything. But then the corona came. And then, one day my husband came from the work. He said, Nayana, we are going to Serbia. And then 1.5 months later, we were just jumping in the whole cold water.
And he already had a land and a house there?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had big land, and and the house was completed.
So it's not that you started from zero?
No.
Yeah.
No.
And you have lots of fruits and vegetables and grains. What you cultivate there?
Yeah, we try to be like a food self-sufficient, but of course it's taking time. So we planted fruits, like small trees and berries, like all kinds of fruits, like cherries and kiwis and pears and peaches, apricots,
Wow.
yeah, and figs. And
All bio.
of course, we don't treat. And yeah, and strawberries and raspberries and everything. What we love to have, like, you know, like a variety or opulence. And in the veggies, then we also try to cultivate even Indian things.
Wow. Like,
Yeah, ladyfingers, bitter melon, coriander.
wow.
Yeah,
And
and
it's growing well?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then of course then the normal things like in the Balkans, like the tomatoes and the paprikas and the zucchini and like whatever, carrots and like that.
And can you tell us about your sadhana? I'm curious to know like how you start your day, how you combine your daily life on the farm with your sadhana and spiritual life.
Okay, like, I mean, I have the greatest luxury that I can get up in the morning without alarm clock.
Wow.
So this is my great luxury. But normally, because I was so long in the ashram, like raising very early, so normally I am getting up like from 5 to 5:30. I am getting up, take a bath, and then the first thing I'm doing, I'm waking up my deities. Waking up my deities with the mantras and open the lights and change them the water. And then I start my japa meditation. This is my first thing. And then it depends, like in the winter, then I chant all my japa in one row.
Wow.
Because it's very powerful start for the day, no?
2 hours. Huh?
Yeah, 2 hours. And but in the summer now it's getting so hot, like maybe sometimes 40 degrees. Then I will do differently. I will chant half and try to go to the garden at 5 o'clock in the morning. Then get up maybe 3 o'clock and then chant till 5 o'clock. Then 5 o'clock till 10 o'clock going out. And then when it's hot hours, then be inside. Like that.
Wow. And you also get the time to read or listen class? Or...
Yes. And sometimes also in the garden I have a little radio with all the classes of Prabhupada. So I am listening also. I am carrying on my back in the garden and listening classes.
Wonderful.
And sometimes also reading. But better it's more easy for me to listen.
Yeah, I understand. And do you have some advice to give to those who want to be self-sufficient, are dreaming about it but don't lack the courage to do it? Any tip?
Yeah, the first thing, I think you need to have some funds, you know, to start. Doesn't have to be much, but some funds should be there, and also of course a piece of land, and if possible a house, you know, to start. And after it's just jumping the cold water, no? But you need a little money to start because there is a lot of material in the beginning to buy and a lot of, you know, to arrange. Like that.
Thank you. And you are happy?
I am very happy. I am very happy because it was my dream life. I wanted to live like this, and now it's a good state in my life. You know, it's like vanaprastha, and then it's good to be like removed from the society a little bit and to live like a little bit like an hermit.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time and for the interview, and I wish you all the best in your life.
Thank you so much.
To you and your husband.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, my dear friends. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please put thumbs up, and if you have any questions, you can leave the questions down below in the comments, and my friend Nayana will surely answer them.
Of course. Of course.
Because you don't have Instagram, right?
No.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.